Hello, welcome to my channel. It's Colette, and this is the weekly tarot card for the week commencing Monday the 13th of February 2017. Beautiful card this week, the Ten of Cups. Absolutely adore it. It's about happiness, it's about fullness of happiness, it's about sometimes when you feel you can't be any happier, where you've got everything you need and everything's in a good place and you just are so thankful for it. That's it. That's the Ten of Cups. Or is it? Yeah. It's a lovely card. It brings beautiful energies with it. It feels very enjoyable, family orientated, just lovely stuff. Sorry if you can hear my wee dog in the background, having a wee bark. So, what does it mean in general? Well, as I said, it can be a time of celebrations, a time of enjoyment, a time of literally feeling just happy, and sometimes it can be an amazing happiness where there's such good news that you're like, whoa, this is amazing, this is gorgeous, and it's just a nice card, so I'm looking forward to you all experiencing it this week. If we look at it in various different areas of life, if we look at it in career first, it can be reasons to celebrate, it can be a promotion, it can be a sense of having a pat on the back, or it can be sometimes an understanding that yeah, job and career is important, but there's really good things happening in your emotional life, and that can kind of take the edge off career. In fact, sometimes it can turn people to sort of saying, you know, I need to get my life work balance good because look at all the joy I've got there and there's not a lot of it here maybe, so I need to work on that. So from that point of view, it's a good card because it brings the attention kind of away from career a wee bit sometimes to all the other areas, emotional areas of life, but it can be a very good career card at a time of celebration as well. If we look at it with health, again, I read Rorik in very different ways just because of the visuals on them, but believe it or not, this is my breast card. Yep, there you go. Big boob on it. And I use this specifically to give people a warning to look after their breasts, even men, and also to be very aware of any breast changes. Sometimes can just be that the person's needing to, you know, look after themselves a wee bit better, or that they've got a mammogram coming and they should be going for it. Also, there's an energy of this card that is about being truthful, to it can bring lethargy with it, and even with career sometimes it can say don't be complacent, don't be too full that everything's okay, because that's when things can happen. But for health, it can also ask you to look after your weight a wee bit more. It can say, you know, are you really looking after your body now? Are you complacent? Are you over nurturing yourself? So I use it depending on other cards that are about to be the breast area, or a sense, is the person needing to not be so not to be eating too much, basically. And I think we could all do with that warning from time to time. If we look at it in love, beautiful card. It brings out all sorts of gentle, enjoyable, celebratory times. It makes people feel close. It makes them feel a closeness and a love. And sometimes, again, that can just be a feeling, or sometimes it's an event that causes that. But it's a lovely card for love. If you're looking for a partner, you might find that even you meet them at family gatherings, or you know, kind of gatherings that you didn't really expect it to be, like a wedding or a christening or something like that. It can be quite odd the way it can bring new partners together. And if you look at it with wealth, I see it's a slightly negative card with wealth. Yes, it is happy and it's good, but again, it can be, you know, okay, things are okay, what are you going to do next? How are you going to save that wee bit? Are you going to continue to overindulge? Are you going with money? Are you going to continue to, you know, maybe treat yourself too well? And there's also the aspects of this in a negative way, but again, sometimes I see this more in the wealth area, is, are you bogging yourself down with too much materialism? Do you have too many things? You know, is it too much of a burden to figure out what you're going to wear in the morning because you've got too many things. And if you do feel that aspect of, oh, we're cluttered and it's good, you've got clothes, you've got choice, you've got food in the cupboards, but do you really need them all? And that's where sometimes this card can lead to quite a big decluttering, or looking at the slightly negative side of it. You know, why am I weighed down, and why am I weighed down maybe with debt, and what can I do to declutter? Just mainly it's a nice card though. It's hard to find negatives for the Ten of Cups. Just a beautiful card, but just watch for being too full of yourself, too full of food, too full of clothes, too full of, you know, maybe you should start looking for a wee bit of minimalism in your life and enjoy it. So have a lovely week ahead, because it is a nice one, and we've had quite a few that haven't been great, so enjoy this one. If you like it, give me the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel and the wee button there, just press my face and it will take you how to subscribe, and I hope to see you next week for the weekly tarot card. Many blessings now, bye.